God bless you guys. God bless, God bless, God bless, God bless. Today is January 26th, 2021, and we are on episode 11. We have talked about, or more like I have talked about so many different topics, between changing, between speed bumps, between so many other things that I've discussed, used as topics or titles to go ahead and actually talk with you guys. Yesterday's title was Encouraging Others, and I discussed how I wish um, I had someone encouraging me when I was at the lowest of my life, when I was struggling with alcohol addiction. Today, I have something a little bit more special for you guys, a little bit more interesting. Today, I'm going to be a little bit more vulnerable with you guys, hence why I took off my glasses and I'm allowing you guys to see my face a bit more clearly. Um, Today I want to talk about close calls. Close calls. Um, I've had several different times in my life where I've had close calls with death, where honestly I don't know why, but I'm still alive. Those type of close calls. Um, I'm gonna break this up into a two-part, simply because there are two specific incidents that I want to go ahead and discuss. Um, Tomorrow I'll discuss the other part, the other close call. But today I'm gonna do just close call part one. And when I was struggling with alcohol addiction, I was I was really bad. I was horrible. It was not, I was not the prettiest person. I was not the best looking person. I was a horrible person. I was sick, like people would say. I was sick. There was a time when I went to rehab, you know, and I came out, when I came out of, rehab. I went to detox, and then I went from detox, I went to rehab. And it was somewhere between, I think it was early 2015. Yes, around 2015, early 2015, or somewhere around there. Don't remember exact date, but and I, me and my ex were still trying to figure out what was going on between us, if we were together or not. I didn't spend much time with my daughter, obviously, because I was in rehab, and I felt very alone, at that point of my life, and it was difficult for me. Eventually, what wound up happening was that it was Thanksgiving was coming right along, and um, I wanted to celebrate, my sobriety. I wanted to celebrate the fact that I completed 21 days in rehab, and I was away from alcohol. But the problem was that the only way I knew how to celebrate was with alcohol. I was far apart. I was separated. I was, like, I don't want to see you, but now I have the liberty to go ahead and be with you. And yet, for some strange reason, I chose to go ahead and indulge. One of the things that I told myself was, it's okay, it's only one drink. Something that a lot of people actually tell themselves. Soon enough, one drink turned to two drinks turned to three, and before you know it, I managed to go ahead and drink a whole entire 1.775 liter bottle of vodka. One of the things that I did do is when I drank by myself. I was one of those loners. I would drink alone. I wouldn't really drink with my friends. Definitely wouldn't drink with my family. I was more like, this is just me. That's the way I was, and that's kind of the way I was dealing with my life. Period. Everything was just, I'm by myself. I'm alone. And Problem with that is that when you go ahead and you celebrate that way, when you go ahead and live your life that way, you further dig yourself deeper into depression. You further dig yourself deeper into a bigger hole. And when you dig yourself into a bigger hole, what you wind up doing, if you're an alcoholic, you bury yourself deeper into that bottle. And I did exactly that. And if you're addicted to drugs, you wind up having, you know, more drugs, you know. Um, Part of that's because, like I said, for a while, that was the only way I knew how to celebrate, you know. Um, on this particular day, I was supposed to meet up with my daughter and her mother. And I was drinking so much that, you know, I was having thoughts that I'm not too proud of. I was thinking about suicide. I felt alone. I felt like a major, major disappointment to everybody. I felt like I was a burden to everybody. Um, Here I am. I wanted to celebrate and realized that it was not a good idea. And my celebration turned into something completely horrible and something wrong. It was not something too pretty to go ahead and celebrate for. I had completed 21 days of sobriety, 21 days of rehab from alcohol, and yet I went ahead and, you know, relapsed quickly. I mean, very quickly, simply because I told myself it's okay. You know, on this particular day, what wound up happening was that I was in the staircase and I had the last few shots of vodka, and I made my way up the stairs. Don't know how, but yeah, I was a pretty strong drinker. I didn't know how to handle my liquor pretty well, so I managed to walk up the stairs. And as I'm walking up the stairs, I'm shutting off everybody, and the thoughts of jumping off the roof start crawling into my mind. Now I'm physically walking up the stairs, and I make it to the 13th floor. The After the 13th floor in the building was just a roof. I make it to the roof. I don't get outside. I make it to the roof, and I blacked out. Um, People say, that's natural for you to go ahead and black out, and it's true. Naturally, when you consume that amount of alcohol, there comes a point in your life when you just can't handle it anymore, and your body shuts down. I was shutting down. My body was shutting down, and my mind wanted to shut down completely and not wake up. And that was hard. That was really, really hard. It was a hard stage in my life, and I mean, it's not pretty, like I said. Um, I say the reason why I blacked out was because of God's grace. You know, taking my own life, it's not fair to my family. It's not fair to my friends. It's not fair to my daughter. It's not. And I was in such bad shape that I was willing to go ahead and do it, believing that my daughter was better off without her father, that my family was better off without me. I was believing that. The mental state that I was in was not pretty. And like I said, I'm grateful that I never did the action. I never reacted, I never completed it. I'm grateful I never completed it. And, it was just not my time. I say that was the Lord holding me, allowing me to black out. And what I remember very clearly was after that incident that my little brother Danny was looking for me all over the place, and no one knew where I was at. No one had contact with me. No one. I left my phone at home. You know, my ex was mad at me, and my family was mad at me, They were more worried, but they were also mad at me. Everybody was mad at me, and I was like, wow, I just disappointed everybody, and that cycle started all over again. And I couldn't get out of that cycle of trying my best and failing, and then disappointing everybody, and then believing that my life isn't worth it. It took a long time and a lot of prayer and a lot of conversations and moments where, you know, people have demonstrated their love or God's love through them in my life for me to go ahead and wake up out of that. And, I'm not going to say that I had stopped drinking there. I didn't stop drinking there. I continued, drinking. After a couple of days, I went back to the bottle. But that was an incident that was very, very tough, very hard. And I know I put my family through a lot, and I'm very sorry for you guys. I'm sorry for putting you guys through that, and I love you guys. And thank you guys for not giving up on me. Thank you guys. What I have to say to everyone else, if you find yourself in a situation like this, whether it be alcohol, whether it be drugs, whether it be you're going through something very, very difficult, or you find yourself depressed, know that your life is worth something. Know that your life has value. You may not believe in Jesus like I do, but believe this, I would not be doing this video and sharing this vulnerable side of me if it wasn't for God's grace. There is a reason for everything in this world. God has a reason for everything. And there's a reason why I'm doing this video. Somewhere out there, I believe, someone needs to hear these words of encouragement. And I hope they reach you. And I hope they touch you, and I hope you know how valuable you are. You're so valuable that Jesus Christ died on the cross for you. You're so valuable that He saved my life just so that I can go ahead and say He loves you. And this video is reaching you because He loves you. Life is hard. Life is tough. But life does not have to be hateful, bitter, and does not have to be miserable. You can choose to hate and end everything, or you can choose to give it another try and choose to allow yourself to be loved like I did. Maybe you don't hear it often, and maybe you should hear it a lot often. Maybe you're a complete total stranger, you don't know me and I don't know you, but maybe you just need to hear the words, I love you. I hope this was helpful for you. I hope this encourages you, and if it does, please by all means put a comment below. Let me know what's going on, how you're doing. Tell me about yourself. To everybody else, if you enjoyed this video, please don't forget to go ahead and give a thumbs up. Don't forget to like this channel. Don't forget to subscribe to this channel. And don't forget to go ahead and go to my website, www.artbyrichie.com, where you can go ahead and read all my blogs. You could also go visit my website, www.artbyrichard.com, where you can go ahead and order yourself some of my merch. You can help support an artist. You can order a shirt like this, God's Grace is Sufficient, or this is a hoodie. I do have them in hoodies. Thank you for your time. Thank you for lending me your ear. Thank you for watching it to the very, very end. God bless you guys. I hope and pray this touches your life. God bless. Have a good night.